And is this step overkill? Absolutely. So yesterday on the way home from work, I got hit by... What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time stopping in, don't forget to go down below and hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss when we post a video. So today we are going to be finishing up the wheels, hopefully. And I only say hopefully because today is Tuesday. I'm recording this video in the same week because this last weekend I pre-recorded the video that you guys will see the following week because, as many of you know, I have a baby girl coming on the 29th, which is the following next Wednesday from the day you guys see this video, a week from tomorrow. But I got home from work today and I got enough time to start sanding on these wheels. I haven't really done anything on them since we put the Bondo on them. But like you guys saw in the first video of the wheels, we sanded them down completely and we got the first coat of Bondo on there. But I kind of messed it up because I played with it when it was drying and I shouldn't have. So I'm going to sand those down. And then if it needs more Bondo, I'll put more on there. And then we'll go on to the glazing and spot putty on the rest of the wheels, sand those down, and then we'll get them painted. But like I said, it's Tuesday. So today and tomorrow I'll work on sanding these guys down. And then I got to move all this stuff so we can spray in here. I'm going to end up opening the garage up and throwing some fans in. I'm going to plastic all this off, which you guys will see later in the video. My daughter can come anytime now, so I'm going to try to get as much done on these wheels beforehand. Hopefully we can get to paint them in this video. That's what I have planned, but plans change and I'm not in control of that one. Apparently there's something called a push gift that females will get after delivering the baby. I was unaware of it, but I just found out, so your boy hit up Amazon and ordered some stuff. But the missus hooked it up and got me something that's pretty cool. I haven't seen one of these. I've seen a lot of flags and other stuff, which you guys will see here in a minute. I'm going to hang it up. I'm going to end up putting it right here because it's so big. It'll kind of also like separate the two sides of the garages. But let's get to hanging that up real quick. Boom, there it is. A 2-foot by 8-foot Cummins turbo diesel banner. She got it for me off of Amazon, I believe. I'll try to find a link and I'll have her send it to me so I can put it in the description down below in case you guys want to get one of these, because that's pretty awesome. In my opinion, it's better than the flags. I know a lot of people have like the Cummins flags, which are cool if you're running them on your truck, but for like a shop, A1, this thing is awesome. So guys, if you do have a child, at least you have to look forward to getting some gifts. But don't forget to get her gifts because she won't forget. So anyways, let's get into sanding these wheels. Like I said, I got to sand off the first layer of Bondo, see how that went. I kind of messed it up. Like I said, I played with it a little bit too much, but we're going to sand it down, see how it looks, and go from there. So about 15 minutes later, we're done with the one wheel. This wheel was the worst one. The other ones, we'll just get the glazing and spot putty, which we'll do that here in a minute. But as you can see, it's all nice and smooth all the way around. If I close my eyes, I don't feel anything, which is exactly what you want to go for. It's kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of like drywall. When you do a patch, you don't want a big hump, and you don't want to feel where it starts or stops. As long as you go with that technique, you're not going to feel anything. I've done a lot of patches. When I first started, it was terrible, but now you can't even tell. If I was to patch part of a wall, you wouldn't even know where the patch was, which is what you want. So I kind of use that same method on these. I'm not a body guy, but that's kind of just what I went off of. So next we got up, oh, and I picked up this Milwaukee angle grinder. Super excited to use it, but I didn't get it in time for the initial sanding. I didn't want to use it on the Bondo because I didn't want to eat it up too fast. And let me just tell you how hard it is to find the attachments for that dang thing. Apparently the only place that sells them is Amazon, because Home Depot doesn't even sell them, which is weird to me. You're going to sell a tool but not the attachments. But I was able to pick up some at Harbor Freight, but these were the 2-inch, and I wanted to get a bunch of, they didn't have a 2-inch attachment. They only have the 1-inch attachment, so even if I was to do it, I can only use the 1-inch, which sucks, but I'll have to pick up some attachments on Amazon. So next we're going to use some of this glazing and spot putty. I'm going to go through, hit the wheels with 320 on any of the spots that need it to get rid of all of the big scratches that the 80 grit might have left behind. And then we'll go through and hit it with the glazing and spot putty, and then come back again with the 320, sand it down smooth. Then we'll go through with some of this Bondo primer filler and we'll spray any of the parts that got sanded down. So any bare metal, anything that got Bondo or spot putty. After we're done sanding with the 320 for the last final step, we'll go through, clean them obviously, and then we'll spray it with some Bondo primer filler. So I just hit the wheel with my 320 grit, and this feels like glass. I wish you guys could feel this somehow, but wow, it feels amazing. You can't feel anything. It feels 100 times smoother than the 80 grit, obviously, but wow. So now I'm going to go through and sand down the couple spots on the other wheels, and then we'll go and start hitting it with the glazing and spot putty. So like you guys just saw, I sanded down the wheel with 80 grit and then came back with the 320, blew it all off and wiped it down until my paper towel is completely clean with some rubbing alcohol. Now I'm going to come through with the glazing and spot putty and just put a little bit on any of the spots that have like deeper scratches or just really small tiny little nicks that I didn't want to use the Bondo on. So should be pretty easy, should be pretty fast. Is this step overkill? Absolutely, but I just wanted to do it to show you guys that you can make these things perfect as possible, get out every little scratch. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't matter as much, especially because I'm going to be doing Plasti Dip on these wheels, and like I said, I have the new ones. I'm just waiting on the tires, so it's just like a temporary fix slash look better than what it is now. But I just wanted to use it to fill in any of these extra little scratches, as well as there's like one little tiny nick right over here that I want to hit it with and see how it works. But let's get started with it. So now that the glazing and spot putty has had time to dry, I'm going to go through with my 320 and sand it all smooth on this wheel and then one other wheel that I had to put a little bit on. So we've got this wheel all sanded down nice and smooth, and then if you come over here to this other wheel, there's one little spot. So on the other wheel right here, you can see the little tiny gash. I took some glazing and spot putty and then sanded it smooth, and you can't even feel it now, so that one's all good to go. So that's gonna wrap up all the sanding on these wheels. Thank God that process is over. And last video you guys saw us use the 80 grit to sand out all the curb rash that we could. The stuff that we couldn't get out, we used some metal reinforced Bondo. Today we went ahead and sanded that down with 80 grit, followed up by 320 grit, and then I used some glazing and spot putty just to fill in any tiny little scratches that may have been left behind, or little tiny curb rashes that I couldn't get to with the metal reinforced Bondo. But then I sanded that all down with 320 again. And not next video, tomorrow, as you guys can see, I already got this area cleaned out because like I said, I'm going to put up a little mini paint booth. I'm going to lay some plastic up, open the garage up a little bit, enough for some box fans to go out for ventilation. And we'll get to spraying these tomorrow when I get home from work. We'll clean them, get them primered, and get ready for paint. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. So it's now a couple of days later. It's now Thursday. Where do I start with this? Definitely not the way I wanted to end this video. I really wanted to get to finishing the wheels and painting them, but that's not gonna happen because it's now 9:30 at night on Thursday and I still have to edit this video. So yesterday on the way home from work, I got hit by a semi. No, I was not in the second gen, I was in the daily, which we traded the Ford in for this new vehicle, which I still haven't talked about or shown. I'll probably show it once we get this whole situation figured out or something, I don't know. But we traded in the Ford for a more safe, more reliable vehicle, newer, it's 2020. So obviously you're gonna have a lot more safety features, and it has like the latches in the back seat for baby, which is more safer than the seat belt. So just stuff like that, just also better fuel mileage, all that kind of stuff. So I was headed home yesterday. I just left Home Depot. I was merging onto I-5 right before the bridge that goes into Washington. And as I was merging on, it was an easy merge, one car at a time, obviously, just like any other day. And as I was merging on, there was a dump truck in the slow lane, and I was over halfway into the lane merging, and he just kept going. And so I started going right towards the shoulder to get over to avoid the hit. and I couldn't get over fast enough. He ended up clipping the back quarter panel and back door of our vehicle, and luckily it was just his tire, so it's really not that big of a deal. I'm okay, thank God. He was okay, no one got hurt. Both our vehicles were drivable. He had no damage to his vehicle because it was just his tire, so lucky him. But once the accident happened, I had to stop. The guy kept trying to go, so I had to stop, get him to stop, to pull over, and then he wouldn't get out of his vehicle. I have a lot of respect for truck drivers. My fiance's stepdad has been a truck driver for 35 years, never been in one accident. So I have a lot of respect for truck drivers, and I mean, without them, we wouldn't have a lot of the stuff that we have. We wouldn't have food or truck parts or a lot of stuff worldwide. It'd still be on train. But the thing that really irritated me about the whole situation was accidents happen, obviously, big deal, whatever. You can replace a car, you can't replace yourself, so luckily I'm still here, and luckily he didn't get hurt as well. But the driver of the dump truck wouldn't get out of the truck. He wouldn't talk to me. So since he wouldn't give me any of his information, I had to call his company. They wouldn't give me any information as well, so then I had to call the police and then wait 45 freaking minutes just for them to get out of their car, go up to him, grab his cell phone to take pictures of my information, and then grab his stuff. So it was just a mess. I mean, it could have been so much easier and we could have been on our way, but the whole process took way longer. And then yesterday, I spent all day on the phone trying to get in contact with the insurance, and then all day today on the phone with my insurance, and also going to get estimates at the body shop. I mean, it's just been a headache. So don't get in an accident or try not to get hit. I mean, I've avoided so many accidents. Like we were in Idaho, we almost got creamed by an old friggin' Ford F-250, which would have been terrible, especially in Idaho, that far away from home. But anyways, just be safe out there, guys. Drive safe. Always use your blinker. Make sure you're looking. Honestly, on the road, I'm avoiding more accidents than causing accidents, because people just, especially in Portland, Oregon drivers are the worst drivers in my opinion. They don't know how to merge. They don't know how to drive. They're just terrible drivers. My insurance went down over $100 when I moved up to Washington from Portland, Oregon, just to give you an idea how bad the drivers are there. But moral of the story, I'm okay. He's okay. Insurance is a pain in the butt. The wheels are not going to get finished in this video. I haven't had any time to work on them, and I'm not going to for a little bit because, like I said, my daughter's going to be born next Wednesday, so I already have a video pre-recorded for that week. But then after that, I'll end up getting back on these. Just I don't have the time right now. My top priority is getting the car figured out, because I want to get that just taken care of and off my shoulders, because it's just a huge headache, and anytime you have to deal with insurance, it's a pain in the butt. So I'm just trying to get it done with as soon as possible, get all my information over to them. They already got my side of the story. Now we're just waiting on his side, and then I got to send over estimates. It's just a pain in the butt. Sorry we didn't get to finish up the wheels in this video, but I promise you we will be finishing them up here soon. I already have the paint, which is right here. I'm gonna cover up the color right here. Comment down below what color you guys think I went with. I'm sure someone will guess it, but who knows? I mean, you never know. I don't think anyone's guessed it on my Instagram yet. But if you drop a comment down below what color you guys think I went with for the wheels. I think they're gonna be crazy and stand out and look good on the truck for the short time they're gonna be on there. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you're new here, go down below and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.